Hey guys, this is Miss Mo. We are actually done with 3.1 and now we are on 3.2, least common multiples. So we are on 3.2 and this is least common multiples. Okay, first off, multiples means like the multiplication facts, not the 3 times 1. That's not a multiple. It's these yellow numbers that are the multiples. So if you think of all the multiplication facts of 3, 6, 9, 12, you see them? Yeah, okay. Or the multiples of 4, 8, 12, 6, you see them? Yeah, okay. So multiples mean like the multiplication facts. Okay. When we say common multiple, that's just the multiplication fact in common. See these 12s? They're in common in between both lists. That's a common multiple. Okay, least common multiple means the lowest multiplication fact in common. Okay, so let's leave this hot dog problem, but let's go to this number 1. Okay, we'll do this barbecue problem, the hot dogs and the wieners at the very end. So let's look at this number 1. If I want to find the least common multiple, then first I need to find the multiples of 4. So let's think about the multiplication facts of 4. 4 times 1 is 4, then 8, then 12, then 16, 20, 24, blah, 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 blah. Keep going, right? Okay, I ran out of room. Let's look at the multiples of 22. 22 times 1 is 22. 22 times 2, you could either multiply it in your head, or now that we're past that first test, we can put it in our calculator. But 22 times 2 is 44. And then 22 times 3 is 66. Okay, we need the smallest number in common. Well, I don't see a number in common, which means I have to keep making my list. So I think I need to keep making the list of this 4. Let's think about this. If you think of that list of 4, eventually 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44. Oh my goodness. Look at that. I finally have a number in common. 44. So my least common multiple is 44. Okay, let's try another one. 8 and 6. Okay, first we list out the multiplication facts of 8. So 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. I'll just stop for now and see if I need to go back later. Okay, now let's come up with the multiples of 6. 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. Keep going. 18, 24. I think I just found it. The lowest number in common from both of these lists is it 18? No, not the 18. Oh, it's this 24. So your LCM is 24. Okay, let's look at the one below it. Okay, let's come up with the multiples of 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's think about the multiples of 23. Oh my goodness. Okay, 23 times 2. So we get 23, 46, plus 23. 69, plus 23. You can probably already guess what the common multiple is. Think about the fact that multiples of 10 all have zeros on the end. So I'm just adding 23 over and over and over and over until I get a number that could be in the list of the 10s. And here she is, 230. Okay, I think this is the lowest number in common, because if you look at the 23s, I don't have anything with a 0 on it. Not until I get to 230. And look at the multiples of 10. What are the multiples of 10? 10, 20, 30, 40, yada, yada, yada. That's what those dots meant. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. And then it goes to like, 200, 210, 220, 230. Yeah. Look at that. That's my LCM. It took me a long time. Okay, let's look at the next sucker, number 7. First, we think of the multiplication facts. The multiplication facts of 16 are 16, 32, 48, 64, and then I think I'm just going to hold off. Okay, now let's do the multiples of 24. 24, 48. Look at that. Look at those 48s. Okay, so my LCM is 48. So to get an LCM, you look at their multiplication facts. And if you can't remember their multiplication facts, like with me, I didn't know the multiplication facts of 23. So I just added 23 over and over and over and over and over to get those numbers. Okay, let's try this 6 and 24. Think of all the multiplication facts of 6. 6, 12, 18, 24. Oh my goodness. What are the multiplication facts of 24? Well, 24 and hot dog. We don't have to go any farther. So that LCM is 24. All right. So I think you get the point of a LCM. You write out all the multiplication facts, or multiples, and then you find the number in common. And it has to be the lowest number in common. Okay. Let's look at this word problem. It says, how many packages of each do you need to not have leftover buns or leftover dogs? Okay, well, let's see here. How many buns are in this package? There's 8 buns. Okay, how many dogs are in this package of wieners? Let's see. The buns, it said it, 8 right here. 8, 8. The wieners, it's right here on the bottom right, 10. You see that? 10. Okay. And you would probably pick up the package with 10 buns because it said, now with 2 more. And you think, oh, that's so exciting. But then you don't have enough buns. Wait, my bad. This is supposed to be 10 wieners. Okay. Whoops, I'll put dogs. That sounds weird. Okay, so we got 8 buns and 10 dogs. And you probably chose the 10 dogs when you bought it because it said 2 more. But we don't have enough buns to match the dogs. So it's saying, how many packages of buns can you purchase? Like, can I get 2 packages of buns and 4 packages of wieners so that I have enough buns for the dogs? What do I have to do? Okay, well, this is a least common multiple problem. Think about all the multiples of 8. Well, 8 times 1 package is 8. 8 times 2 packages would be 16 buns. 8 times 3 would be 24 buns. 8 times 4 is 32 buns. You get what I'm saying? Okay, now let's look at these dogs, the wieners. There's 10 of them in a package. What are the multiples of 10? 10, 20, 30, 6, oh, my bad, 40. skipped. Okay. And then blah, 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 blah. Those are the dogs, right? Okay, well, what's the smallest number in common? Well, I don't see anything. Darn. I don't think I went far enough. I think on this 8, 16, 24, 32, if I keep going, I get 40, 48, 56, something like that. Okay, but let's look. Do I have a smallest common multiple? Yeah, 40 is what's in common. Okay, so now we have to say how many packages to get those 40. So, in order to have enough buns for the dogs, we need to have 40 buns and 40 dogs. But the question is, how many packages do we buy at the grocery store? So let's see here. For the buns, what multiple was 40? It was 8 times 1, 8 times 2, 8 times 3, 8 times 4, 8 times 5. So that means we need 5 packages of the buns. Okay, now let's look at the 10s. Those were the dogs. Let's count which multiple is the number 40. Well, 10 times 1 is 10. 10 times 2 is 20. 10 times 3 is 30. 10 times 4 is 40. So that means out of these 10 dogs, I'm going to need 4 packages of them. So if I wanted to have an equal amount of buns and dogs at the barbecue so that I didn't have anything extra, I would grab 5 bags of buns and I would grab 4 bags or 4 packages of hot dogs. And then I would have nothing left over. Wow.